Hey everybody, I'm Jane, and you're listening to the Medium Curious podcast. And this is a Sunday solo edition, so I don't have the magnificent and beautiful and brilliant Sarah. Sorry, that was a bit much, but it's really how I feel. It's just your friend Jane today, but I am actually going to be bringing in other friends. As y'all know, we work in this podcast to normalize mediumship and normalize this whole kind of woo world. And we kind of argue that it's not paranormal, it's normal. It's not just a catchphrase, friends. It's real. Like it's pretty darn normal. And I say all that because what I'm about to do does feel a little bit out there to me at times. But the reality is this has become what I'm about to do is channel some guides. And this has become actually super duper mainstream. And there's like way more acceptance for this nowadays. So the only one who thinks it's weird is me. And I only say that because I feel slightly scared to do it. And so do you know why I'm doing it? Because I'm scared. So yay me, and yay us, and yay hopefully some cool answers that we're going to get from the guides. And I just want to add a little more context before we dive in. Two things. One is I asked some of the folks in my cohorts this morning for some questions. So a few of the questions in here are coming from the community. And then second of all, these guys, the guides that I'm about to channel, are actually called the Walters. I mention that because I sort of have two sets of guides going. My personal guides that help me day in, day out. Sarah and I talked about them a lot in the last few episodes, actually. Our first episode answering questions, we spent a lot of time on guides. But the guides I'm talking about today are actually a group of, I don't even know exactly what they are. They're interdimensional dudes and gals. They don't really qualify as a gender, honestly. And I met them like, gosh, is it 3 years ago now? Holy cow. I started channeling them back in 23, and I have very, very slowly been introducing this to my communities. So I do want to offer that when I channel the Walters, they come through with a different, thankfully not an accent. I think we all worked that out early days. The accent went away, but there is a cadence and a certain way they talk that is different. So I just kind of wanted to prep y'all for that. So for anyone who's familiar with Paul Selig, the way Abraham comes through sounds just like a normal kind of voice. Esther's kind of, I feel like she's metabolized the Abrahams in some way. But the Walters do come in a certain way, and you'll hear that. And I think part of the way they speak is an activation. And it's pretty interesting. And to be perfectly honest, from this little human, sometimes I don't know how to explain it. I feel a little self-conscious about it, which is silly because there's no self here. This is not me. So what I'll do, first of all, is I'm going to do my basics, ground. I'm going to check my field and make sure there's nothing else in it. I need to make sure that my little self is super beefed up and solid before I invite other entities to speak through me. Beams of light is kind of how I perceive them, actually. So are y'all ready? Am I ready? Okay. Stand by. We're going to go. And for what it's worth, I cut out all the time it took me to get into my basics. Okay, I'm solid. And so now I'm going to invite in the Walters. So the question I have for the Walters is, what is happening right now energetically? Why does everything feel so intense or off or just wackadoodle? Yes, dear one. Yes, dear one. Yes, dear one. Of course, dear one, we are here. We are here. We are here. We are here to answer your question. The intensity right now is in fact real. You are not imagining it. None of you are imagining it. Hello, you are the light. You need to know, dearest ones that are listening, you are the light. You are the light. The light shineth through you. Do you understand that you are the light? And so when the light is intensified, when the light has become bigger and become more bright, then of course the intensity will ramp up. And so in each of your little systems, in each of your wonderful human bodies, you are experiencing more light, more love, more light, more love, more light, more love, more light. And you are the light, the light, the light, the life, the light, the life. So with that being said, dearest ones, understand that you have to continue to and always be attending to your bodies and attending to yourselves so that your light can shine as bright as it's meant to. Because as we said, you are the light, the life, the light, the life, the light, the life. This life is light embodiment. That is what you are doing here. Do you understand that? So when you ask, oh my goodness, it's so intense here, that, dear ones, is partially because of your own access and your own expression of that light. So do you see that the body needs support? The body needs much water and much sleep. The body needs to be perfectly taken care of so that you may be in service to the light that you bring. So do you understand? You are an expression. You are light embodied. You are the light, the life, the light, the life. So dearest ones, your question, is it becoming more intense? Is it becoming difficult? Dearests, the only difficulty is in you stopping your own light. So again, we invite you, embodiment and of course, attending to clarity. So you want to clear your field, clear your light, clear yourself. Make sure you are not holding anything that does not serve you. This might involve what you call therapy or some kind of treatment of the mind. But what you want to know for yourself is the feeling of, I am clear. I am clear. Because when you are clear, that light shines so bright. So be on the lookout for opportunities to continue to nurture those bodies, nurture your soul. And by soul, we do mean your personalities, dearest ones. Your soul is eternal. Your soul is beyond anything you can even comprehend. It's true. It's the light, the life, the light, the life is your soul. So when we say your soul, we really just mean attend to yourself. Okay, dearest ones. So we hope this is helpful. Are we actually in some kind of shift or are we just overwhelmed? Ah, yes, dear one, it's very much the same answer, don't you think, dearest ones, dearest ones, dearest ones? The shift is yes, there is a shift. The shift has been happening slowly over time. Is it accelerated now? We would say yes. In fact, yes, we do see that. Yes, it is accelerated. Time, of course, a construct that is mostly in the human realm. It is a place and a way that y'all accept reality. And that acceptance is one of the ways that you orient here in time and space. So perhaps it is best to not think too much like, oh, is it faster now or is it faster then? Your job, dearest ones, is to be here now. Be here now. Now is where the light shines. Now is where you stand. So by worrying too much about time, space, faster, slower, now, then, it's not actually all that helpful, dearest ones. We offer that with so much light, the life, the life, the life, that you are the light, the life. So do not worry yourselves about how things are moving. Please attend only to yourselves in this moment and trust that the movement that comes, the movement that extends is only forward, but yet also your light extends behind you. And that feels like a bigger concept. So here we go. What we are offering is that your light shines in all directions through time and space. So as you clear yourself, clear your light, the light, the light, the life, your field, the light is clearer and more bright. You illuminate the past, you illuminate the future. But what is, again, most important, dearest ones, right now is now. So please attend to yourselves in time and space as you stand, and attend to yourself with so much loving attention. Outrageous amounts of loving attention is what we invite you to stand in. Walters, can you please weigh in on the concept of signs? Are they real or are humans assigning meaning? Yes, Dear one, yes, dear one. Well, wow. Yes, dear one. We love this question. It is a good one. Yes, dearest one. Yes. The signs that you perceive are, in fact, very real. And it is, in fact, very much like a conversation that you are having with yourself. Do you understand? So when you ask for a sign and it comes forward for you, illuminating for you a feeling of connection and interconnectedness, then yes, that sign is for you and you have in fact invited it. And what you are doing, dear ones, when you ask for signs and receive them with much glory and with much fanfare, you have played with the field. You are playing with the universe. You are engaging with the everything in a way that makes you feel better. It makes you feel loved. It makes you feel cared for, wanted. That feeling is, in fact, the very feeling that we invite you to continue to engage. So, are signs real? We say yes, they are, but understand that it is a system that is somewhat closed and that you ask for it, it appears. You ask for it, it appears. You ask for it, it appears. Notice your state of being. Notice your state of delight. Notice your state of joy. That, dearest ones, is what matters. So, are signs real? We say yes. Walters, people are saying that they are experiencing more and more and more synchronicities. Can you speak to that as well? Yes, dearest one, it is much the same. These synchronicities are showing you your own state of being. So when you find you are appearing with or admiring a synchronicity, a synchronistic event, notice your state of being and notice that that state of being is the state of being that invites synchronicities. So do you see that it is a beautiful loop as you stand in that place that sees and experiences and loves what it sees? Then in fact, synchronicities are exclusively available there. So it is not like you are in a low, depressed state and synchronicities abound, as you can agree, I'm sure. Yes, yes, yes. But when you are in trust and engaged in a universe and a loving pattern in a way that engages the highest high of your light, the life, your light as the life of light in this realm, then synchronicities abound. So do not despair, dearest ones. You can access that state by doing the following. We want to offer this now. Okay, here we go. Imagine, dearest ones, that you are a rose. So your rose is blooming and fragrant. And as your rose blooms and opens and releases such a beautiful scent, you can feel your long stalk deep into the ground. You can feel the sun on every petal, on the sun on every stem. You can feel your leaves unfurling to the light. When you imagine yourself a rose or a tree or any kind of natural element in the nature space, you will feel that same openness, that same joy, that same acceptance and celebration of the everything. And then, dearest one, you are back in the zone and your synchronicities and your signs and all of the love bursting forward from your heart will reappear. So if you ever feel, oh, I don't have it, they're not coming, these lights, this light is so low and dim, we offer that as a way to bring back the wattage and the life that is you, dearest ones, will express blooming as a rose, bursting with buds as a tree, being in the light, the life of a beautiful burbling stream. So, dearest ones, you have access always, of course, to nature, but be nature, be nature, be the light, and be nature. Thank you, Walters. That's super cool. Walters, one of our dear ones in the community asks, what's the main purpose of being on Earth, being in the 3D right now? Yes, dear ones. Yes. Yes, of course. We love this question. This question is the question, isn't it? To be on Earth right now is an opportunity to be in a life experiencing so much contrast and to build a whole story You are the storyteller. You are the character. You are the main event. Do you understand that this is a fractal? You are a fractal of the light. You are the light, the life, the light, the life, the light. And as that fractal, as that illuminating beam, as a piece of the everything expressing itself on this third dimension, Earth, you are being of service to so many. You don't understand. You will never know how much you bring, how much light, the life, your life, the light it brings is beyond expression. And only when you leave this plane will you understand the gift that you are, the gift that you bring, the way that you serve. It won't be fully available to you in this realm. And that is part of the fun of here. You come here, dear ones, to experience lack, limitation, to experience what it's like to step out of lack into abundance, out of limitation into unlimited possibilities, out of pain into joy. But dearest ones, don't miss this. Don't miss that this is a place to experience it all. So if you are in pain, dearest ones, that does not mean something is wrong. It does not mean there is something missing. You are doing it perfectly. Do you understand? Feel it, feel it, feel it all. This place is a place of emotions. It is a place of compassion. This is important. This is a place of compassion. So compassion for yourself, compassion for others. Play with that state of being. It is here. And it is here for you. So the third dimension, this earth is a very special place, dearest ones. Oh, so special. It is a place that many desire to get to play with and play on. It is not a jail sentence, despite some of the ways that life looks for some of the people here. These are people who are looking for an experience that is exceptionally powerful and profound and transformative. So any life that you admire and any life that you worry about, please trust that soul is refracting the light as they should, as they desire, as they've been invited to. And while we don't condone anything that is requiring pain to evolve, that is not what we are offering here. We are offering that despite how things appear at times, this life, this light, this life, this life, this life that you are in is a constant invitation to build, to create, to create, to create. So create your life as you like it and love everyone as you love them and have the most compassion that you can, because this is a place for all of that. We hope this feels helpful. Okay, dearests, I think I'm going to ask one more question. There's a question here about whether many people feel like their jobs or their kind of current realities don't match anymore and they're looking to do something different. Can you speak to that, please, Walters? Yes, of course, dearest ones, this is a true thing. There is very much opportunity right now as a time to reflect and refract and reflect and refract. And that is what we've been talking about here today, of course, dearest ones. As we said before, the light, the life, the light, the life of your life often means that there will be evolution. Your life will continue to evolve to match your frequency, to match your experience that you desire. So if you desire a new experience, that's an invitation, dearest ones. That is an invitation for you to evolve. Your evolution has, in fact, demanded that you do something different. So do not be afraid if different is being presented to you mentally, physically, emotionally. Do not be afraid of change, because that is your soul inviting you to evolution. Evolution requires stepping into a different space. So this different space is for you and your evolution. So if you feel called to something different, then find the tools, find the support, find the care that your little self needs to make the next step. Also, dearest ones, we offer this, the light, the life, the light, the light. This light requires support. Do you understand? Your support comes from the earth, from the everything, from clear, 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 clean, clear, clean, clear, clean, clear. So as you clear your body of toxins, as you bring more sunlight into the light that you are, the life is served by, of course, light. So you charge up your light. So you continue to attend to your physical, your emotional, your mental states, and you clear yourself of any noise that is not yours. And then as you do this work, you will be invited to evolve. So the evolution keeps coming. It's always coming. You're always changing. You're always looking for the new experience. Because as we stated before, the earth, the third dimension, is a place of experiencing. So of course you need a new experience. And of course that's being called into your being because you're doing the work. You're stepping forward. So trust in that process. Trust in your hearing of that news that you are moving on. Trust that it is all in divine timing because you are divine timing. You are creating your own timing. So all you need now is to feel clean, clear, and to feel the support of the everything of the light, the guides like us, any kind of bright, brilliant entity that wants to serve you. Be in relationship. Find that energy, and help is on the way. You may find that energy helps you move forward. We have done this for Jane. Jane has transformed so much in recent years. She has stepped out of old worlds into new worlds multiple times in the last times since we've met. So do you see? She has received the support of us, and we offer our support to you. Just tune into this frequency that you hear now in this voice, and we are with you. We are here. You are the light, the life, the light, the light, the light, the life. So we offer us to you. Tune into us. You may call us by this name. Jane uses the Walters, or you may call us a different name. But the point is, we are here, and if we are here for you, and we're happy to speak to all of you today, as this is a very special moment. We are grateful to Jane for being willing to channel us through, but understand this is not Jane speaking. This is a group of entities that have come forward at this time to serve humanity, along with many, many others that do serve humanity through a human voice. But we are 8 different entities that collapse into one and walk and serve through Jane's voice. So here we go. And this is the end of our transmission. But again, we want to thank Jane for her voice, and we want to thank you for your listening ear, and to please understand the light, the life, the light, the life, the light, the life that you are is extraordinary and nothing less. Trust us when we tell you that this dimension is magnificent. You, as an expression of divine earth energy combined into one living being, is extraordinary. You walking at this time is exceptionally special, and do not miss it. We offer this with so much light and love, and so it is. Thank you, Walters. All right, y'all. Well, gosh, whew. I feel a little woozy after that. That's what I have for y'all today. I think I probably need to go and hang out as a rose or a tree or whatever the Walters were saying, to reground. But for now, please know that we love you, and we're here for you. If you want to speak to us, please reach out to us on Instagram or on our website. We respond to every email. We are right here, and we love y'all. And I just hope you have a beautiful week. Sending you love on a Sunday. Oh gosh, I'm sending you love on a Sunday, but actually it's Easter Sunday for those of you who celebrate. I hope it's a super magical holiday for you. And I also wanted to just add one more thing, which is that I did talk about channels for a whole solo last year. So I will link that episode in the show notes. And please let me know how this was for you, and if this felt helpful. I'd love to hear if this is something you would like to hear again. All right, beauties. Happy Easter, happy Sunday, lots of love. Talk soon.
Very Soul is our sponsor for Medium Curious. Jane and I are both Very Soul mediums.
Oh, yes, we are. Verysoul.com, y'all. Inspired by spirit, guided by love, and brought to life by mediums.